The past month has been very positive for the Pokémon TCG market, with many cards seeing price increases. But even in a rising market, there are always opportunities, whether it's cards that dip slightly from their peak or ones still sitting at reasonable price before the next surge. That's why today I'm breaking down my top Pokémon cards to collect this month. We will look at both English and Japanese versions, so no matter if you're an English collector, a Japanese exclusive collector, or just curious about exploring the other side, I've got you covered. Hello internet and welcome back to my channel, TCG Monkey here. Here is how I pick these cards every month. Price movement, cards that dipped or look like strong entries, artwork and popularity, standout illustrations or fan favorite Pokémon, future catalysts, upcoming events or trends that could spark demand. With that in mind, let's dive right into the list. The first card I want to highlight is the Ninetales illustration rare from Obsidian Flames. After sitting around $10 for months post-release, this card surged in early 2025, peaked in February, and has since cooled to about $20, still up over 120% year on year. Considering Obsidian Flames booster boxes have been climbing fast, I think this price is a solid entry before singles potentially move again. What makes it shine though is the art. Illustrated by Shiena Nahara, Ninetales appears in a secluded forest, surrounded by an ethereal golden glow that almost feels sacred, a clear nod to the legendary kitsune from Japanese folklore. The perspective forces us to admire it from afar, giving the scene a mystical, otherworldly vibe. In Japanese, it's a completely different story. The same card goes for just $5 to $6, which feels like a bargain for collectors. Overall, it's a strong pickup in either language, both for its stunning illustration and long-term potential. Next up is the Ceruledge illustration rare from Surging Sparks. This one actually slipped by about 5% in August, now sitting at $17. Its price history is very interesting. It launched around $17, spiked to over $40 in December 2024, and then fell back down through most of 2025. To me, that volatility shows there's strong demand waiting to reignite. The artwork by Rand is one of the best in the set. Ceruledge stands in a ruined gothic hallway, shards of crimson light cutting through the darkness while its violet flames burn vividly against the shadows. Rand's painterly style gives it a cinematic, almost dark fantasy energy. In English it's worth $17, but in Japanese it's still under $5, with a slow uptrend. That cat makes it an easy recommendation for Japanese collectors, but honestly, it's a card worth owning in any language. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this breakdown, please take a second to like the video and subscribe. It's free for you, but it helps me grow and keep bringing you better content. Thank you. Moving on, one of my personal favorites, the Drowzee illustration rare from the Scarlet and Violet base set. Right now it's around $30, which feels a lot compared to the $6 it was just a year ago. But remember that earlier this year, in February 2025, it went over $60, with some sales even above $80. So I'd argue that $30 still looks like a fair entry point. The illustration by Komiya is what truly sets this card apart. Known for his surreal, childlike style, Komiya gives us a Drowzee lurking under a street lamp, casting its eerie psychic influence on the people around it. It's unsettling, playful, and instantly recognizable as his work. In fact, many fans consider this one of his best pieces. In Japanese, it's just $8, way more affordable than the English version. For me, this is a must-have card, not only because of the market potential, but because it's a perfect example of Pokémon art pushing boundaries. We continue with another Komiya illustration, the Baxcalibur illustration rare from Paldea Evolved, along with its entire evolution line, Frigibax and Arctibax. This is one of the most unique sets of illustration rares we've had so far, because the three artworks connect stylistically and feel like parts of one crazy colorful narrative. Each evolution becomes wilder, with Baxcalibur reaching full abstraction and chaos in true Komiya fashion. Right now Baxcalibur is about $15 in English, and is down from its $50 peak, while both Arctibax and Frigibax sit around $9 each. That means you can grab the full evolution line for under $35. In Japanese, prices are even better. Baxcalibur at $6, Arctibax at $4, and Frigibax at $5. So for the cost of just the English Baxcalibur, you can complete the whole Japanese trio. Honestly, if you're a Komiya fan, this is a no-brainer pickup. Displayed together, these three cards look stunning. And lastly, let's talk about the Magneton Promo from the Surging Sparks CTB. Over the last 3 months it's more than doubled, but still sits below $9, making it a very reasonable pickup. We've seen how promos can surprise collectors when the artwork is outstanding. Just look at the Promo Greninja EX from the Shrouded Fable Special Illustration Collection by Sienna Nahara, which jumped from $10 to over $60 in less than a year. This Magneton was just $2 at release, and even now I think it's still undervalued. The illustration by Shinji Kanda, the same artist behind the iconic Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, is breathtaking. Magneton hovers at the center of a faceted electrified backdrop, shards of golden light bursting outward. The halo effect makes the electricity feel alive, and Kanda's unique style makes it immediately recognizable. In Japanese it wasn't a promo but an altered from Super Electric Breaker, the Japanese Surging Sparks, and it's priced around $7. For me, this is one of those cards you shouldn't be sleeping too much on. If you missed out on Greninja, here's your second chance. And that was it for today's video. Which of these cards are you considering picking up? Let me know in the comments below. I always love reading your takes. If you like this breakdown and want to stay ahead of the market, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Pokemon TCG content. Thank you for watching. TCG Monkey out.